If you're one who cleans the kitchen, which is fine, you wipe things down, you think, oh, there we go, it looks good. Well, there's probably some areas that you're forgetting to clean.
Or clean well is the other thing. You might be near them, but not necessarily taking very good care of them. And you might think you are. We've all done it.
Experts say there's 4 places you're missing. Number 1, stovetop crevices. Now, if you look like even ours, you've got the stove fits snug right in there with the countertop.
Yes.
And then you have that little section between the countertop and the stove that you can't get to.
Not easily. You'd have to get like a special kind of tool to do it, or something like really thin, or maybe a toothbrush you only use for cleaning.
I know, because when we pulled out the countertop one time to get it changed out, you can see that there's stuff on the stove.
There's almost
inside.
a crispy layer, but you can't see it with the naked eye. It's when you remove that apart from it. Yeah.
Coffee makers, teapots, all that. We kind of forget about that. You should run vinegar in it every so often.
Yeah, just to run it through all the plumbing and mechanism inside. Yeah.
Your silverware drawer. Now, this is one I will forget, because your silverware drawer, where you put all your silverware, you wash it, you put it away, it goes in there, and you never take it out and take everything out, wipe down the drawer itself, because things get in there.
I have, but it's been a long time. You have to take it all the way, and it's usually one of your top drawers.
Right.
So it's near the counter, so crumbs and other things, even dust and whatnot. Yeah, it's not one you think of on the daily, because usually when you're putting away dishes, you just ding, 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 close.
And lastly, your spice and oil/vinegar area. Again, this is an area probably in a pantry that you don't take everything out. And
or you do
clean.
it maybe once or twice a year if you're reorganizing or trying to get rid of old stuff, because you're like, wow. Like Thanksgiving's a great time when you go to grab something that you use for a baked good or something, and it's kind of crusty because you only use it once, maybe twice a year. So you're like, yeah, maybe I should do a little reorganizing while that other thing is baking, and throw some things out, make a list of what I need to replace.
But then too, you're looking at these old spices that you've probably had for 10, 12, 15, 20 years, probably have some like old Grand Union stuff that's been out of business in our area for a long time.
Or PNC.
PNC, stuff like that. We've got stuff when we moved away in 07.
Yes, we do. We've got spices. How about you?
Yeah. So,
and some you probably haven't touched. Like, seriously, pick up that thing of bay leaves.
Yeah.
If you don't make like a lot of soups and sauces.
Yeah.
And you've got, now granted, they're dried bay leaves and whatnot, but still, pick it up and look at the date on it, because they do have dates on them. And you might be surprised by some of the things in your pantry.
But there's spices you'll pick up for a special recipe.
Yeah.
That you'll never use, like mustard, ground mustard, things
no,
like that.
I use that every holiday, but I use it literally twice a year. Twice a year.
And you get the small container, and it lasts forever.
Yes, because you're using maybe a teaspoon of it for each recipe. Maybe more, depending on how big a batch you're making.
Dillweed, there's one we never use.
You are a dillweed.
I know, but there's plenty of spices sitting in there that who knows how old they are.
But look, they have dates on them.
Yeah. So there's some places in your kitchen. So as you're cleaning, you want to clean those areas as well. Those 4. Right now, more info at the Yes FM Facebook, Twitter at 967 Yes FM, and the Mercy in the Morning page at yesfm.com.